the fifth time I'm recording this. My name is Johannes Siena, and welcome to my podcast, The Wisconsin Motorcycle Assembly. Today we're going to be talking about how to be the ideal you. How are we going to do that? We're going to go through this whole database of diseases that many of us humans face. Of course, not all of them. And we're going to be highlighting what to do against them. So the first one, we're going to begin with skin, and we have acne vulgaris. That's acne. Basically, some things you can do: skin washing. There's also don't wear heavy makeup or creams. And we're going to, of course, when I say this, I don't mean you should never wear heavy makeup, you should never wear creams. But I'm going to be saying that because we're going to try to create the ideal human. Of course, we can't always be ideal, okay? Or else you're not human, or in a philosophical sense. But we're gonna be trying nevertheless. Not me. I'm not gonna try, but I'm gonna tell you guys how you can try it. So don't wear heavy makeup. Creams. Let's see. There's obviously pills. Antibiotics, retinoids, like vitamin A, and vitamins. Okay, and chemical peels, whatever that is. That's all what you can do to treat it. As well as light therapy, which has UV rays. Now I know you see some young minds are like, oh, I don't think we should have that much UV rays, but it's the thing. It's all about balance. Yeah, that's all you guys need to know. Okay, athlete's foot. That's more of a fungal infection. There's gonna be skin itches, all that sort. Treatment involves medication and keeping the areas clean and dry. So athlete's foot, meds. I'd say washing. That is the rest of the do. Skin cancer, which is the most common type of cancer. There's 3 kinds. There's basal cell carcinoma, which is basically the basal cells in the skin. They're kind of slow. We have squamous cell carcinoma. That's more for thin cells in the skin, but it can also spread really easily. And there's melanoma. That's the one that most of you might know, which is the most dangerous kind. And so, it has lesions that are multicolored, or that can be multicolored. All sorts of that. According to them, there's cryotherapy, but that's only for if you have it. Laser, radiation, or chemo. Okay, dermatitis. They're on the inflammation. So what can we do about? Well, we have dry skin, erythema, itching, edema, all that stuff. So it's gonna be ointments, steroids, all of that. Eczema. Well, it says it can be diets, cosmetics, soap, medication, emotional stress can cause eczema. So whatever avoids bad diets, cosmetics, soaps, drying soaps, something like it, medication, and stress. Now you see here it says medication, which is strange because all the other ones, they can be treated by medication, you know. Of course this is like referring to a specific time, but that goes to show that in order to be the ideal you, sometimes it's not about avoiding something or not avoiding something, but rather striking a balance between those two things. So yeah. Of course there's gonna be not only that, even applying a corticosteroid, which you would think is more like a kind of a medication, and that's also a treatment for it. There's also thick creams with low water content, but somehow it keeps it moist because it just keeps it intact. So thick creams and corticosteroids. Okay, impetigo, which is more caused by specific kinds of bacteria, cocci, which is strepto or staphylococci organisms. And they say antibiotic for that one. Antibioticals. Psoriasis. It's caused by stress, cold weather, pregnancy, heavy alcohol consumption, and changes to your hormones. All that. So let's say avoid stress. Of course, you can't. If you're also looking for the ideal human, we're also looking for ideal reproduction. So we can't just opt out of pregnancy in our ideal world. We can do it in real life, but like we're just going by what's usually, I guess, traditionally happens. Lower alcohol. And so they said there's no cure, but there's treatments like coal or tar, certain ointments, vitamins or the analogs of them, phototherapy, that's light therapy. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna have music in the background, so it's gonna be less sad sounding. Ringworms, that's also fungal. Pretty bad. And of course the only thing you can do is antifungal, or the only useful thing is antifungal meds. Verrucae, that's warts. Okay, that's usually caused by HPV. So don't get HPV. No. It can exist in locations. They also say that some of them disappear spontaneously, so we can say time, patience. Sometimes values itself are good for you. Plus patience can remove the stress if you're good at it. Cryotherapy, that was also there for another one. Chemical and laser therapy and shaving. Shaving with blade, cat, is it chem light? Oh, laser. Chem laser therapy. Okay, so that's the major ones for the skin. So what are the major things you can do about your skin? Major things you can do about your skin. And I don't really know how to add list to this thing. But let's see. Wash your skin. Wash skin. Antibiotics. Slash fungal meds, but not too much. So we're going to say B for balance. Oh, there's one that says wear thick creams. Wear one that says don't wear cream. So creams to an extent. And it also depends on which one. The same goes for the antibiotics, antifungal ones. But we're just going to be in general with this. Okay, therapies. Ointments. Since none of them said, oh, don't put ointments on it or else it'll make it worse. Obviously, don't trust what I say, but we're going in general. So I'm going to say, yay, ointments are good, steroids are good. Again, don't abuse them. Don't abuse them. Good diet. We're going to say we're going to say no cosmetics for the same reason that it's supposed to be ideal. Hopefully nobody looks at this and says to their mom, "Hey mom, you're gonna get HPV if you do this." Don't say that. Patience. Again, patience is a virtue. Lower alcohol. That goes with diet, but we're gonna put that in a different place. Warmer temp. Vitamins. Coal and tar. We're going to say coal and tar for the face packs or something. Coal and tar. And that's it. Okay, so from the overall, you can see you need to wash your skin, antibiotics. Oh wait, avoid stress. That was one. And avoid soaps that dry. Okay, so far we have wash skin, use your medications but have balance, strike a balance, creams but strike a balance, therapies, ointments, steroids, good diet, no cosmetics, patience, lower alcohol, warmer temps, vitamins, coal and tar, face pads, spa stuff, avoid stress, and avoid soaps that dry. So now let's move on to the stuff. So bone diseases. What time is it? Uh-oh. So the first major one is arthritis. And so that's like an inflammation, of course, in the joints. There's two big kinds, so osteoarthritis, which is just from aging. There's rheumatoid, is more of autoimmune, inflammatory disease. So it says rest. NSAIDs are the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. And increase ibuprofen. Surgery, arthroplasty, and yeah. Then we have bursitis, which is inflammation in the bursae, which are the fluid sacs around the joints. And so there's pain meds, NSAIDs, steroids. So both non-steroidal and steroidal, and anesthetics. And so these will take out the fluid. Needle treatment. Take out fluid. Okay. Fractures. There's a bunch of kinds of fractures. In fact, let's go over this. Green sticks, bone is bent, splits, incomplete breaks or cracks. That's usually in children. Simple or closed. Like the complete bone breaks, but it doesn't do anything to the skin. Compound or open, so it ruptures through the skin. Impacted, where the bones jam into each other. Comminuted, which is like a splinter, like bone breaks into two pieces. Spiral, the bone twists. Depressed, which is the bone goes emo, and they move inward. And coalesce, which is a dislocation. And so what you do, you can have a cast. Positioning back. Some of those colas you can position back, or you can in back. Surgery. Special pins, plates. We have the dislocation, where it's displaced. That's the same thing. Cast, splint, traction. Sprain, where it's more like the ligaments tear, or rest, elevation. Also, a lot of these are more for like after your bones don't work, so it's not really something that you can do to prevent it. I mean, a lot of those and the skin ones aren't something you can do to prevent it early on, but nevertheless, we'll have those in case one of you has bones blue. Yeah, who's with me? Cold application. Okay, we have osteomyelitis. Myelitis. Wow, I'm so good at this. Screws, plates, hardware. Aggressive antibiotic treatment. Aggressive IV form treatment. You know, all that plate stuff. Amputation, if necessary. Osteoporosis, that's more of like softening in the bones. Maybe like a hormone deficiency, like estrogen, or lack of diet. So keep your estrogen up, ladies. And calcium, drink your milk. And phosphate. And then we fight deep. Biophosphonates that can replace or help replace your estrogen. Yeah, estrogen. Meds, physical therapy, therapy. Improve your posture. Improve posture. You know, there's something I want to discuss with you, and it's just a very little thing. Really, it doesn't cause much, but it was just one video. But basically, there was one girl who was like, "Oh, don't just tell another person to improve their posture because you don't know what they're going through." And while I understand, yeah, there are diseases that obviously sometimes you just can't. You can't just say, "Oh, improve your posture and it'll get better." The thing is, like, if you, you have to say improve your posture because there are diseases that are caused by bad posture. Okay, you might have a disease that can be fixed by straightening your posture, but that doesn't mean that straightening your posture is a bad thing, because if you don't do it, you can also cause another disease. And obviously, I'm not saying, oh, there's a random person on the street chastens you for saying for having bad posture. Like, if it goes to that, then that's not really helping more than that's just nitpicking. But if your mother's telling that, if somebody just makes random comments saying that, I think sometimes it's good to hear those things in order to avoid worse fates. Okay, ruptured disc. They're also called herniated or slip disc. That spasm. Okay, muscle wrap, pain, anti-inflammatory, muscle relaxants. They're all in one group. Rest, traction, physical therapy, rest, traction, phys therapy. Hot or cold application. Hot, cold application. So one of the extremes. Again, a surgery that's called a laminectomy. Surgery. There's like a screw rod thing that you can put in your spine. Yep. Finally, we got spinal curvatures for this part, which is just like scoliosis, kyphosis, lordosis. By the way, kyphosis is like a hunchback, whereas scoliosis is more like side-to-side curvature, and lordosis is sway back, or basically it's like an inward curvature. That's poor posture or congenital. So, better your posture. It can be structural defect. It can be from birth. It can be structural defects, but it can also be malnutrition. It's a good malnutrition. You can do exercises for them. Therapeutic one. Firm mattress. See how it's preventative one. Braces. Surgery. Braces. Surgery. So now we have our bones column. So we can have rest. We can put medication, both steroidal and non-steroidal. And well, now let's put steroids or no steroids as needed. Let's put anti-pain in that's inflammatory muscle, all that contractions. Surgery as needed. Cast or brace. Hot or cold application. You see, a lot of these treatments are for after the received disease. Amputation as needed. Keep your estrogen up. That does go under medication, and because you can only do it through medication. But yeah, biophosphate, calcium, and vitamin D. Yeah, better posture. For mattress, exercise, firm mattress, and good diet.